This movie sucked.
It didn't suck. You suck. Fuck you. I thought you liked it this whole fucking time.
Trailer Trashed Podcast.
And speaking of no blood, no ghosts, no titties, we're going to talk about Toxic Avenger now.
I feel like that movie probably has all of those.
Exactly. So, Toxic Avenger, you gave a 93, which I thought you were joking.
I was really excited about this movie.
I mean, I was just pissed that it didn't come to our theater. So,
Yeah.
how was I even supposed to watch it? It's not even on my secret movie website yet.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed because I had all last week to myself, and I was like, I'll go see Toxic Avenger when it comes out. Not at the Regal. It's not in our local independent theaters. And I still haven't been able to see it. And I'm still excited. I love this kind of like grimy over the topness, as long as it doesn't go too over the top.
I've been on a huge exploitation cinema kick lately.
Yeah.
I've been like watching documentaries and like reading about it. And
what have you learned?
I've learned that it's not a genre.
Okay.
It's a label that can encompass many genres. So, for example, For example, biker films is a genre that's pretty big. Martial arts films is a type of exploitation. There's your classic splatter film. One of my favorites is the cautionary tale, where it's like, this is what happens when you do drugs. This is what happens if you have premarital sex.
Reefer Madness.
Yeah, because that's how they that's how the, not genre, but label started, was because of the Hays Code. They said you can't show these certain things on movies unless it's educational. So they had all these movies that with gratuitous violence, nudity, taboo themes, like cannibalism, incest, like whatever you can think of that is not good. They would make the film and then kind of market it as educational. Like Reefer Madness, basically.
Now that is actually very interesting.
Yeah, it's super.
I'd like
it's
to learn
fascinating.
More about that.
So they'd have a movie where I can't remember what the movie's called, but it's a famous movie. It's called like Mrs. 45 or something. It's about a hooker that just like slays all these men. It's like badass.
Cool.
And I'm not sure if this applies, but it's like, this is what happens when you are a hooker. Okay, that one doesn't really work. But, you know, it's just cool how that's how it started as a way to get by censors.
Yeah.
And then as it went on into the 70s, with the Hays Code not really mattering as much, it kind of turned more into an art form.
Right.
Where it's like, is this just gratuitous trash or is it an art form? Well, it's somewhere in the middle, and it has this rich history. It's awesome. It's so cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, the only like real exploitation one was the Blaxpoloitation that I was kind of familiar with.
Well,
you know, like when Shaft and stuff like that came out in the 70s.
And that has its entirely own history. It has its entirely own history that's so cool.
Yeah.
My Name's Dolomite. Such a good movie.
Maybe we need to dive a little deeper into that in another episode.
But like, have you seen like Nazi Surfers Must Die or like Pussycat Kill Kill?
I've seen Nazi Surfers Must Die.
Yeah, it's shit like that where they take whatever topic they want to do, they just sensationalize the shit out of it. You know? And is that what it's just like drug use, and it's not to teach you anything about it. It's just to be like super provocative. That's why I love it. It's because it's just in your face, just
over the top
violence just for the sake of violence.
Yeah.
So obviously there's some weird shit in there that you don't want to watch.
I believe that.
But there's also some really funny B movies.
I think I might have to educate myself a little more and watch a few more of these and get more into it. So is that bringing it around to the Toxic Avenger? Was that like a splatter exploitation, or is it like Trauma as the production company kind of does that?
Trauma is a great example of a production company from the 70s that did exploitation, because it's that era where nothing was really that taboo. So they just have really gross movies where
The Killer Condom.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
And it's
the rubber that rubs you out.
They made it in art form. And I feel like I've been talking about this too much.
No, you're good.
We're going to talk about Toxic Avenger now. You said 93, I said 71. It ended up being 84%.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Johnny won that. And it's exactly how we described it. Gory, silly, and self-aware, which is my favorite thing, is a movie that knows how dumb it is.
Yeah. No, you need to be self-aware with a movie that's going that over the top.
Yeah.
And like, how could you not be? If you're making that movie and you're like, this is going to be fucking amazing. Everyone is going to love this. This is like, this has so much to say.
No, the whole thing is like they were filming these movies in like a month, you know? Like they would crank these movies out. They were like, the directors were like on a shoestring budget, like one take, boom. That's why it's weird when they make the homage to the exploitation film, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be funny. Like you miss the mark where there's a lot of unintentional humor.
Yeah.
And then you pay homage to it by being intentionally funny, and you might like miss
Oh, I see.
You might miss the mark.
Or even adding more production value and stuff like that.
Yeah, but shit like Black Dynamite is like a perfect homage to Blaxploitation.
So good.
Where it hits all the things that it's supposed to and doesn't lose its charm at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that person really knew what they were doing with that. They had a new one that came out, Outlaw Johnny Black.
Oh yeah,
like the Western Blaxploitation. I want to see that too. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but I do like the silly, self-aware, over the topness. So I'm still excited to see this movie. I guess I'll just have to keep waiting.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna revisit this topic because I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I definitely kind of want to get more into it and look more into it.
That's why I was all watching Blood Drive.
Have you seen Blood Drive 2?
Blood Harder. Drive.
Blood Out.
Okay, last movie on our list is Honey Don't, the other neo-noir in the American Southwest.
Honey, don't.
But I wanna.
Don't.
You're so ticklish.
Stop. You're tickling me with your beard hair. Honey,
That's
don't.
not my beard hair.
Oh my God, you're huge. So this movie stars Margaret Qualley as a...
Okay. Are you starting to see the parallels between this and Americana?
Oh, yeah, there's a good amount of...
It's got an absolute babe in the titular role. Actually, it's not titular, but I'm just going to say it is because, tits.
Keep going.
And neo-noir. Who copied who in this movie? I don't know. Absolute babe. Neo-noir. Crime. People getting shot.
A lot of shooting.
In the desert.
Yeah, they're very similar, and this is the other movie I actually went and saw on this list, and once again, I was disappointed.
How'd you know that this wasn't going to be good, though? You basically predicted it was going to be bad.
I remember even when we said this, I was like, this could be even lower than what I'm giving it.
Yeah, how did you know? I
just-
was totally bamboozled.
I just had a feeling. You know, you watch enough movies, you watch enough trailers.
It was
you
just an
kind of
instinct?
it was an instinct
Just
kind
a
of
gut
thing.
feeling?
It just didn't. It
Nothing
just didn't
stood out to you?
feel right. No, not even in the trailer. I felt like this could be stale, and it kind of was stale. And you know, there was the best part for me was Chris Evans. He was really funny. He had a couple really funny sex scenes.
Hey,
No.
multiple funny sex scenes?
Yeah, he had multiple funny sex scenes, which
All
were
right.
great. But the story, you know, it interconnects through all of these characters, and it didn't have much to say.
Damn.
They tried doing this big twist at the end, and for me, I was like, oh my god, who cares? Because I sure as shit didn't.
That's
And
a scathing review. I do not like to hear that.
yeah, I didn't like to watch it.
Yeah,
And
Fair enough.
I'm an Ethan Cohen fan. I think him and Joel are obviously a great team together. I liked Ethan Cohen's last movie, but again, that was a movie that it was good. And that's about as far as I can go with his last one, Drive Away Dolls.
Yeah.
And with this, I didn't even think it was that good.
Well, I have some questions. First of all, was the one guy a pervert, or was he just kind of a badass preacher that got some pussy?
He had his fetishes, and he would.
But he was a kid. He was a bad guy.
He would kind of seduce. He was a drug runner through his church, and he would seduce
cool.
women from his
That's also
Congress
cool.
and have sex with them.
That's really cool.
But he was only one piece of the puzzle that led to someone else, and
So he can still be my hero.
well, he can be your Captain America.
Yeah.
I can be your hero, baby.
I can be all kryptonite.
There was some there was like 5 sex scenes in this movie.
Boner City. I called it.
You did. There was Margaret Qualley and Aubrey Plaza together. There was a few funny scenes, but I just felt like the story never fully got going. I wasn't fully invested in the characters. I would have liked a little more explanation as to what was happening, even though like the whole point of a noir is a mystery, and I'm like, well, what? Tell me more.
Well, did the pieces just not come together in the end?
It didn't come together in the proper way, and they, like I said, they tried with this twist at the end that just kind of just fell flat. Didn't really work out.
Dang.
But I was right that the French lady was kind of the one like pulling all the strings.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I said it's going to be Chris, or what's his name?
Evans.
Yeah, as soon as I said he's the evil guy, I knew I was wrong.
They're all kind of shitty people except for Charlie Day.
Yeah,
And he just kind of has a crush on Margaret Qualley. And
exactly like Always Sunny. They're
Yeah.
all shitty except Charlie's kind of...
just
He's
stupid.
got a heart of gold. He's just dumb as bricks.
Yeah, exactly. They just, yeah, I don't have anything poetic to say about this movie or my negative reviews, or anything like that. I just,
Was there anything profound about it?
no. I left the movie theater thinking, I gotta get my ticket for my next movie.
Oh.
And I went right back in and saw another movie. And I just,
Did you pay?
well, I have the Regal Unlimited pass for $23.99 a month.
Hey, yes.
Hey, another plug in there. That's good.
Let's get that money.
Yeah.
What about stylistically? Anything?
It wasn't anything special.
Damn.
It wasn't anything I hadn't seen before. It wasn't anything I hadn't felt before. It just had nothing that really stood out. It just kind of just like had a flat line throughout the whole movie. It was just like the whole time it was like, and then every once in a while you go, and that was it.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna put me on a ventilator like
And
that?
kind of like what we said in the trailer, a lot of, the kills and twists and shit, they were all just in the trailer.
Oh.
And so you can kind of
You kind
anticipate.
of know when someo's gonna die.
Yeah. You're like,
You're
oh,
like-
that's that guy from the trailer. I wonder what's going to happen in this next 2 minutes. Yeah. So, honey, don't even bother.
Jeez, man.
And it's called Honey Don't because the main character's name is Honey.
Oh, so it is the titular role. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I knew what I was talking about.
But Sydney Sweeney's name wasn't Americana. In the
That's not even that bad of a name.
No. I mean, there is America
Wasn't the-
Ferrera.
I was just about to say, wasn't Ugly Betty named America?
America Ferrera. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
It all makes sense now.
She's not even ugly. I never even got that.
They put braces on her.
Just made her hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah, TV can't fool me.
No.
I'm going to make a show about an ugly guy.
Make it about me.
Yeah. Well, so if you guys are tallying the scores at home, basically we came into this tied. I took Nobody 2. We tied on Americana. Johnny took Toxic Avenger and Honey Don't. So puts up Johnny 1 point.
1 point. We got 4 months left in the year. See who's going to have to wear the diaper.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, dude, we shouldn't have said the same score on Americana. I remember I said 78 and you copied me.
I don't remember it like that, and we have no way of finding out.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm not saying we should change the scoring. I'm just saying there could have been a different outcome here. I'm just going to have to rate the movies even harder.
Bring it on, Donkey Kong.
I'm going to have to come at them twice as hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go Super Saiyan mode on their butts.
What you Super Saiyan?
I'm saying konnichiwa, bitches.
Denada.
Yeah. I feel like we didn't talk about Naked Gun. Wasn't that part of it?
No, that was last month. Oh, fuck. Was that this month?
Well, we never talked about that movie.
Shit.
We could just tack it on the end, or I feel like that was
The movie was great.
I hated it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Well, I really have to pee, so let's at least pause for now.
Okay.
We had 5 Fridays, which means 5 new movies in August. So we're going to get to those and much, much more here in just a second. Now that second's up, we're going to start with The Naked Gun. I loved it.
I hated it.
Did you, seriously?
Yes. It made me so uncomfortable in the theater.
What made you uncomfortable? Was it my hand on your lap or?
Just the worst timed jokes ever. Like the jokes just are way too long and not developed at all, to the point where you're like, okay, time to move on.
That's what's funny about it.
And it's just dead silent in the theater. I was literally like, my eyes were going back and forth. Like, does anyone notice how fucking bad this movie is?
Oh my God. I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, I noticed that. I thought anytime where there was music was playing was hilarious. But anytime it was just straight dialogue, the silence, it was like dead fucking silent.
There was 6 people there.
Yeah, that's true. And we were the youngest people there too.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was kind of interesting.
I guess that's what happens when you go see a remake of a 80s movie.
Generally, unless you're Top Gun Maverick for whatever reason.
Okay, and my other main criticism is not even the movie's fault necessarily. It's that the movie was so short, which I thought would be a great thing for a movie like that. But it means that every fucking joke I had already seen in the trailer.
There was a lot of jokes already in the trailer. I tend to agree with that.
And the reason that I gave it such a high score, 72, is because in the trailer, all the jokes are like snappily edited with good timing. You know, it's like boom, boom, boom. When you actually watch the new Naked Gun, the jokes are excruciatingly long.
I love that though. That's
Oh
why I
my
love it, because
God.
it's just like dragging your nails on the chalkboard. I love long, awkward pauses.
Yeah, it's funny in like Airplane.
This is in the same vein.
It is, but it just doesn't execute. It insists upon itself.
You didn't like the whole snowman?
That was my favorite part of the whole movie.
Really?
The snowman sequence, montage, segment was the funniest part of the entire movie, and I loved it. I absolutely love that part. So if that's your go-to moment, you got me there.
I mean, that's one of the go-tos, but there's so many little things that I thought were hilarious about this movie that just like, it just made me happy, and I was just able to like laugh and just be stupid. And like at the very beginning, when Liam Neeson and Paul Walter Hauser are walking into their station, and Liam Neeson says, "Well, you can't fight City Hall." And Paul Walter Hauser who said? One of them said, "You can't fight City Hall."
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, "Because it's a building." And I'm like, just stupid shit like that. I thought was funny. Them handing the coffee throughout the entire movie, just
See,
the
that was just
ongoing
annoying.
gags I thought were funny.
Ongoing gags. I was like, this wasn't funny the first time. It's
Well, that's
not
why you
funny.
keep doing it. That's like when he
School of Comedy.
breaks the phone, the burner phone, and then he breaks like the cab driver's phone, and then
That
he
was
breaks a
kind of funny.
landline phone. I thought was funny.
My problem was the jokes that worked in the trailer, like when he goes into the Chipotle and like pulls out his gun. It worked in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because it's snappy. It's like on time, where it shows him in his car uncomfortably farting, and then it cuts and he's inside the place and he pulls out his gun. And it's like the snappiness of that makes it funny because we're moving through the concept of the joke and it doesn't get stale. But this is like, you see where it's going from a mile a fucking way, and it takes forever to get there. So once it finally gets to the punchline, I'm already moved on in my head mentally.
I'll admit that scene did drag on a little too long. I agree with that. There was just also just some of the dialogue between the bad guy and Liam Neeson when
I hated that.
No, you did?
It was
that
so
was
boring.
like that was one of my favorite scenes, especially when Liam Neeson like walks away off screen and then he comes right behind him.
Oh yeah.
And then he's just like, "Oh, the exit's that way." He's like, "Oh." Or they use the R word and he's like, "Oh, is that politically correct?" He's like, "Well, in my club, it is."
That was hilarious.
So it's just like a lot of little
That's like
things.
my type of
like,
joke.
I can forgive the bad jokes for how many good jokes there were, because not every joke is going to land with every person. The timing is not going to land for every person, but I think they had a good pot of all different types of jokes that'll make all different people laugh at different times, which I think is a smart way to go about it.
It's not going to revive comedies. If you're thinking this is the movie, bring back comedies, think again. This movie sucked.
It didn't suck. You suck. Fuck you. I thought you liked it this whole fucking time.
Okay, do you I want to tell you something.
We walked out of the movie and I was like gushing my pants.
No, that's not what happened. When we walked out, I was thinking, just don't say anything negative about the movie. Because I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer. And I thought maybe you were on the same page. So the only thing I said was, yeah, that snowman scene was so funny. And then we didn't say a single thing about it for the rest of the evening.
That's not true. I was singing its praise when we got out. I
don't think so.
do.
We moved on mentally, like instantly. And I was like, that's how you know that we were both on the same page. Let's not talk about this movie.
I think I don't have
It was like, yep, and moving on with life.
movies don't create conversation like they used to in my life, which is kind of sad. You know, they're not quotable. You know, like
Yeah.
movie quotes don't really catch on like they used to when we were like
They don't make you think.
teenagers, and like they're just not as strong as part of the zeitgeist. Like if that movie, would you think if that was a sold out theater and everyone was laughing and loving it, that you might have liked it more?
I think maybe, yeah.
And I feel like not having the uproarious crowd in any type of movie that you go to, it affects the movie in a negative context. And I try to get my head away from that
Oh, yeah,
when
of
I'm
course.
going to see movies, but having the crowd be in it with you creates an atmosphere that you aren't getting from the movie that I really miss. So I feel like comedies and horror probably hurt the most from small crowds in theaters. And we went like one of the first show times on opening day. And
Well, yeah, it was like middle of the day, though. No one is going to be at the matinee.
well, I don't want people to be there.
Oh. I'm just thinking that every joke, I was thinking, God, this movie's like an hour and 20 minutes, and all the jokes fucking suck. They must have cut. What did they cut out of this movie?
Probably a lot.
They could have cut a lot more out. Like, they must have had terrible jokes.
Yeah, probably.
They really didn't like push the boundary on too many jokes either. I'm not sure if they're supposed to, but
It's just supposed to be like a slapstick, not like overly offensive movie.
yeah. So I guess I swear there was like a "Don't call me Shirley" joke in it too, and it's like, holy shit, you really didn't write any jokes in the fucking 50 years since that was like a good joke.
Well, I am excited to rewatch this because I had a good time.
You see my point though, right? Where it's like, really, like, who are your writers? Like 8th graders?
No, I don't see your point because
No, the
I
writers are
enjoyed
like
it.
60-year-olds.
I I don't see your point because I enjoyed it. I thought there was a lot of like stupid wit. I thought there was like a lot of
Yeah, shit that I have
Cl-
already
it's like-
heard a million times.
It's saying like clever stupidity, smart wit, not smart wit, stupid wit, clever stupidity.
Yeah, you are right about that. It was just nothing that I hadn't heard before.
No, it wasn't like new. It was a remake. like but if you're a fan of that kind of slapstick over the topness, I thought it did exactly what it set out to do. I went in knowing exactly what I was getting into, and I was able to enjoy it for that.
I just didn't think it was funny.
Well, maybe you don't have taste.
Clearly, because it got an 88. Are you sure that's right?
Yeah. Internet never lies.
Yeah, and the audience score is even lower, which
Because y'all just don't fucking get it. y'all
it's
just
too
don't.
highbrow for the common man.
That's what it was. I don't know what the hell's happening. I can't follow this fucking story.
I mean, the story was dog shit, but I expected that.
You don't need a story when it's just.
Except it should be funny.
And
When I started to think about the story with the main, like the final confrontation, I started to think about like, wait, what is this movie even about? And I started to get like thinking about shit you should not be thinking about in a Naked Gun movie.
Well, it was like billionaires trying to kill off people who weren't rich or making them kill each
that's
other.
right.
And then they're going to go hide out in a bunker and be entertained by Weird Al until.
What was it, like a Chuck E. Cheese with Weird Al or Dave and Buster's with Weird Al? in
Yeah,
it?
it was kind of like that, like an underground layer, and Weird Al was their entertainment.
See, it's a funny idea.
I only bring up Weird Al because I just went and saw him in concert and absolutely loved it.
See, that's Weird Al is such a garbage.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
I know that you're a smart person, so I'd never say that you are dumb, but you like dumb things.
Yeah, for the right reasons.
That's true. That's true. I like the Naked Gun as a concept. The execution I thought was terrible.
Like, you like Scary Movie?
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
Well, I'm not arguing with you about the semantics of liking something and having it be smart or dumb.
You shit on Weird Al, you might as well be shitting on a cross.
Yeah, because you hold like Christianity so reverent.
Well, bad example.
I mean, Weird Al is funny like the first time you hear it. But
it was a nostalgia trip, but the show itself, costume changes, high energy.
Okay. See, I'm not hating on that.
Yeah, it was just fun. It was just shut your mind up. Okay, I'm just gonna go off on a tangent about Weird Al. I don't want to do that, but I will ask.
Seems like you do.
Did you see Weird, the Al Yankovic story?
No.
Well, you probably wouldn't like it, but I loved it.
You like UHF?
Never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's right up your alley. It's like a slapstick comedy.
I don't know.
What?
I
You're just being contrarian.
No.
Just because I brought up a movie that now you don't like it?
No. I don't know because I haven't seen it, but that might be the kind of 90s over the top slapstick that I don't enjoy.
Weird Al's in it.
It just... Okay. I know I'm
just trying to bamboozle you right now, and it's working.
I feel very bean-boozled. Boom.
You're getting flustered.
Yeah.
You're being a hypocrite about a movie you haven't seen.
Look, I'll watch it, and then we talk about it next time, and I'll let you know if that's the type of slapstick, stupid humor. It's a fine line between being aware of slapstick over the top to where I don't like it. When it starts getting crude and gross, I don't like it. When it's stupid and silly but clever and self-aware, I do like it.
Everybody has their own line. That's true.
And that's my line.
I don't even really know where my line is.
I guess we got to find out.
Like, farts are funny.
Well-timed farts.
Pooping is not funny. That's where my line is.
Yeah. What's the movie where they have like battle shits? I didn't think that was funny at all.
I think that's Harold and Kumar, isn't it?
No, that movie's decently funny, but that scene...
Do not go back and watch any Harold and Kumar movies.
Very offensive?
Well, I like it that it's offensive. The reason that I don't like it is it just doesn't hit like it used to.
Well, yeah, we were like 14 when
when you
out.
watch it when you're like a high school freshman, it's like the funniest shit you've ever seen. Just remember it like that. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I believe you. Yeah, I believe you.
And that's why comedies aren't popular anymore, is because teenage boys don't have senses of humor. They're not allowed to say the F word. Fuck.
Oh.
Maybe they say that. Teenage boys don't have a sense of humor anymore.
One last thing I'd like to say about this movie is that I got the point and fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, we pretty much did the same score, but my score would have been way lower. I would have given this a 55 if I would have scored how much my review 55.
Well, maybe we need to start doing our review
because
we need to go start
have some really funny parts.
All of these movies together.
I've seen every movie. And that's how I know this one was bad.
Uh-huh.
How many movies have you even seen?
When?
How did you even get on this podcast?
Last month? I saw 8 movies in theaters last month. Ooh.
Damn, you must know a lot about movies then.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Trailer Trash Podcast. My name is Johnny.
And I am Dylan.
Tune in every Friday and catch what's coming out in theaters near you. And remember, stay trashy.
You just got trashed.
And that's a wrap.